All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
On the set.
Yeah. Mike 58 right there. Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, dude.
Check out.
Dude.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And the Broncos first down.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Leo. Go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Locke. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Denver.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, it's Locke. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke flush to his right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready up.
58, Mike. Tackles. Jack. 25, check 25.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Block now on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Bravo. Go.
Now Locke again. Eluding the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Brissett to throw on first. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Funchess has it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
52's the mark, boy. 52. I got it.
first down throw for Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Hey, box drop. Under 10, under 5.
After the sack on first down. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw it is Locke. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Here's Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Throwing, Brissett. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw, Brissett. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Again, it'll be Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Brissett. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Hey. You gotta get moving, man. Man moving. You gotta get that. Check.
Hey, seam 6.
Here we go.
Locke taking the snap at 1. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
He's got daylight. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 61 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Get that. Get to Pittsburgh. No chance.
They'll go again here with Matt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready. 260 yards. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Switch. No. Check that.
On third down, Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check pass. Back. Smooth.
On 1st down, Locke. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, exit.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From midfield, here's Locke. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On the ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
58, come on. 58, come on. Me and you all set. Go.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing now is Locke. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Come on, baby.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, it's Locke. It's caught by Bryant. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
Brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
I'm here.
Hey, two.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. Bryant has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Des Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
He's not going to get me.
To throw is Brissett. Funches with a catch over the middle. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Colts, first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go, go.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And this is incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. That is incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Alpha.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Brissett. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Brissett. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Funches has it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brissett now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Brissett again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Caught left side by Funches. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got it to Hilton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens...
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Locke. Complete to Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Locke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Hines. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On first down. Hines, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Lock. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Lock. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Denver, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.